Greetings everyone, and welcome to Dreams and Nothing More Than Plans Awaiting Action. My name is Gerard, your host, Editor-in-Chief of SGIB magazine that stands for Soldiers Got Intentions Believe That. And everyone should be soldiering for something, a dream, a goal, a train of thought, an idea, something. Because you know what they say, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And owner of PBG's Productions, that stands for Photos by Gerard, the best in freelance publicity photography. Okay, so here I am, my last day in Fort Lauderdale. You know, the thing what moved me to do this last piece of footage is that I was watching the news here, and it just said that they just had to tase a 6-year-old. And I'm trying to think, what is it? What is it, or are the police gotten that lazy that they can't reframe a 6-year-old that they have to resort to tasing? And you know, it's really unfortunate that our society is moving toward that, you know, because it's something that I mean, what is the reason? I mean, I don't understand it. I don't understand. It's hard to justify why they would tase a 6-year-old. But you know, it is what it is, and it's unfortunate. Well, like I said, I'm in Fort Lauderdale. This is my last day. You know, I've done a number of things. I don't know if you've checked out the videos before this. You know, went to an alligator farm in the Everglades, went to a rodeo, and went to also a flamingo farm, went to Miami, and it was real nice. I mean, you talk about living, and you know, and I happen to be in one of the most expensive and exclusive areas in Fort Lauderdale, or in Florida. But you know what? Like I normally do, I like to go through the paper, and I like to read the paper, and I like to try to kind of get, you know, a familiar flavor of what the town is like by checking out the paper. And you know, but it's funny because I got the paper, and one of the articles I was reading, it had something to do with New Jersey. Because you know, this is something that I like to do from time to time, is I like to point out articles from the newspaper. And this one here, I don't know, I'll hold it right here, and I don't know how much information you're able to see, but this one here, it says, cops teen sold younger stepsister for sex. I mean, can you imagine? Let me read you a little bit of the story. It says a 15-year-old New Jersey girl set up her 7-year-old stepsister to have sex with several men and boys on a weekend party. Now, I mean, where does this come from? I mean, you know, sometimes we say, I know people in my generation say we wouldn't want to be young, you know, this day and age because of so much influence and so much distractions going on. But then, you know, let the truth be told that a lot of our kids are growing up too fast, too soon, not really prepared for adulthood, but it seems like adulthood is thrust on them at a very young age. And it's most unfortunate. And you know, recently, before I left New York, I know there was a lot of stuff about Brentwood, and, you know, about violence and what have you. And here in this area here in Broward County, there was an article I read, and it says this is about the school here in Broward County, and it says here, violent crimes up 27% in Broward's public schools. It says 2 attacks this month increased concern. Now let me give you an idea. I love my new phone. This is one of the new Blackberries. It's also I was shaving, and I cut my mole. I have a little beauty mark right here, and from time to time, if I shave too fast, you know, I cut it. But anyway, you know, you might watch it. So I shouldn't draw attention to it, but you might watch. But I love these new Blackberries. It gives me my portable entertainment system. I'm really, you know, when I got it, I really wasn't prepared for all this, or what it provided. But let me tell you, the new BlackBerry, or BlackBerry period, seems to be the way to go. So let me turn this off here, because I don't want to be distracted because it's going from song to song. But anyway, I was reading this article here, and it says violent crimes are becoming more prevalent on Broward public school campuses, with 6 cases reported last year for every 1,000 students, newly released figures show. Now get this, it says there were roughly 4 incidents of battery, sexual battery, robbery, kidnapping, and homicide per 1,000 students. And so, you know, although if we're living in Long Island and New York, and we think that our statistics are bad, and it happens, it seems to be happening all over the country, and it's most unfortunate that it does, you know. But, you know, I got 9 minutes here, so I'm just sitting here just chilling. I'm feeling kind of nice. You know, it's a beautiful day. I mean, you know, it's something that I think everyone should get out and try to do is to move out and see more of the world. Because there's a whole lot of world out there, man. And let me tell you, man, there's nothing better than to get out there and see it. You know, I'm really enjoying myself this time of my life, and I wish you would too. You know, it's so important. You know, I have a different philosophy on things as far as addiction, you know, as far as, you know, things of that nature. You know, and if you want to know about it, hit me up and I'll tell you. But then, you know, it's all about personal choices. You know, and that's what I strongly believe, is that personal choices, as long as you have options in life, as long as you always have, you know, an opportunity to make a choice. Because I know what it's like not to have an option. I know what it's like not to have choices. I know what it's like being propelled by something or someone telling you what it is that you have to do, and you have no choice in the matter. So, so to have a choice, an idea, or having an option is one of the benefits of what we have. You know, and you know, I want to talk about the healthcare factor right here for a moment. And you know, I was talking to someone, and to my understanding, that passing of the healthcare bill allows an individual to be able to carry their healthcare wherever they go. Allows small businesses to be able to hire more people because they don't have to worry about healthcare because everybody has their own. It also allows a family to be able to carry healthcare to a child that's 26 to whereas before it was 21, which is good. And it also allows, you know, there was one other thing about the healthcare bill that really stuck out in my mind, but I started thinking, because people are concerned about it being about another government a burden, another government giveaway, or another government, you know, entitlement. That's what I'm looking for. And I started thinking that welfare is an entitlement and Social Security was entitlement. Now I started thinking that suppose that welfare never came about, you know, would there be so many children born today as there are now? You know, and it's something to really stop and give pause to, because, you know, because I think what really took away, you know, especially in the minority, took away the drive to have your child to really learn more, to enforce education on them, to really get them to really learn, was the fact that, you know, if you have children, then you get paid. You know, I happen to know someone in my family who has 8 kids, and it's like, you know, my God, what are you doing with 8 kids? You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate, you know, that people have used that part of the system as a way of not, you know, really taking responsibility for the children that they bring in this life. I'm not saying they're not, but I know there are plenty of incidences where it does happen as such. But anyway, I'm going to cut right here because, you know what, I'm trying to wind down like this. So anyway, I just want to say, this is Gerard. I'm having a fantastic time here in LA. Oh, I'm not even in LA, my God. I'm in Florida. I'm on the other coast. I switched it around. Boy, let me tell you, it's a wonderful thing. I'm enjoying myself here. So I just want to give you a little bit peek into who and what and how and what's happening here. And yes, my t-shirt here is a new sheet. What does it say? It says, if you see the police, warn a brother. Okay, that's how I feel right about now. That if you see them, warn a brother. All right, so now I'll talk to you later. This is Gerard, editor-in-chief of SGIB magazine. I'm in Fort Lauderdale having the time of my life. And one other thing I'm going to tell you, no, I'm not going to bring out any other thing because this is all about me right now. All right, and dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. If disrespect, Ellen would pull someone up, and sometimes you're the only one who can see a vision. And you know what? My vision right now is nothing but marshmallow clouds and pink clouds and candy-coated clouds, man. Because you know what? Life is really worth living for. And I'm living my life today. All right? And I try to share as much as I can with you because, you know, I'm someone who should not be here. I'm someone who by all accounts either should be locked up or dead. But you know what? I took control over my destiny. I took control over my choices and my options. And with that, I've really have done a wonderful thing. All right, I'll talk to you later. Peace.